So today we're going to be talking about Secret Level, which is a video game anthology series put on Amazon Prime. It contains, I believe, 15 episodes of basically short episodes of different game series such as Mega Man, Warhammer, Spelunky obviously, which I'm going to be talking about today, and some other stuff as well. So just so you know, I've only watched the Spelunky episode just because that's really all I have interest in, and I wanted to make a video on it. So what I'm going to be doing is just kind of doing a review of it, saying my thoughts on it, what they should have done differently, what I liked what they did, stuff like that, and there will be spoilers, so if that matters to you, sorry I guess, but it probably shouldn't matter to you after I say a few details, so yeah, let's talk about it. Also, just one thing to keep in mind is that although obviously there are workarounds, Amazon Prime does not allow you to screenshot, it'll just go to like a black screen. I didn't try to record, but I would just get copyright struck. So what I'm going to do is just show some images that I took from my phone and some from the internet that they released. So if some are not amazing quality, it's just because it's from my iPhone, like SE, I think, whatever it is. So if you have a family member that has Amazon Prime, try to do that. If you don't, do not worry about it because, so just to be clear, I did not have high expectations. If you did, I'm so sorry. And I don't want to be mean, because there were a lot of things about this that I liked, and the fact that we're even getting a Spelunky animated episode in its own is a win, because Spelunky is not a big series. But, so first of all, it's the shortest episode out of all the 15. It's tied, at least, they don't say the exact time up front, but along with Mega Man, in the front it says 8 minutes. There were other episodes that were like 15, I think the longest was like 19, so that's like almost 10 minutes more. So I feel like they kind of like went by what games they thought people would like more, they'd have longer, which makes sense, but I don't know, I just feel like you should have all the episodes the same length. Second of all, so you're probably like, well, they said it'd be a short episode, right? It's all shorts, so why are you disappointed that it's 8 minutes? Well, it's not 8 minutes. So first of all, their intro is like 48 seconds. So it doesn't begin until like a minute in, and then it stops on like the 5-minute 52 mark and has like 3 minutes of end credits. So it's actually 5 minutes and 4 seconds in total. 5 minutes and 4 seconds. So when they say it's a short, it is a short. And there's also a bucket list of things that I was expecting. First of all, I thought there would be a multitude of characters that they would show besides Anna Spelunky. Cameos, so-and-so. I was for sure they were going to have Guy Spelunky. I was for sure there was going to be an Olmec boss fight. I didn't think Hundun was going to be in there or like any other boss or stuff like that. Because, okay, they went in saying this is not a replica. This is like a standalone story, right? So I get that. But I was like, okay, but surely they're going to have Guy Spelunky. And possibly Anna's mother, Tina, as well. Well, no. In fact, they had none of those things I just listed. They did show Olmec, but it was like a scene where Anna was like about to fight Olmec and then she dies, which is part of like a death compilation. But so there were two characters in the whole short, right? Anna Spelunky, obviously, and the second character, drum roll please. The second character in this epic animated short of Spelunky to represent the series was Liz Mutton. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Liz Mutton, apparently. Which, by the way, I don't personally think this even looks like Liz Mutton. I'm going to throw up a picture. So Liz in this story is basically like, she's like the old adventurer she's like the mentor to Anna Spelunky, right? She's telling her, you can do this. You've died so many times. Just go back up there. I know you died from a spear trap because I've been there as well. Even I've died from a mine before, but it's such a weird choice. So her description, by the way, is a tough-as-nails adventurer who is hard to warm up to and needs her solitude, but also cares deeply for her friends. So that makes sense. That description completely makes sense. I'm guessing that's the reason they went with Liz. But I was trying to really think besides that, like, she's not the first character you unlock. That would be Alto. And why didn't they just choose, like, Guy Spelunky? because the story is obviously that she has to like rescue her parents, right? But this is not the story one-to-one. So I thought like maybe there were two other ways they could have done it. They could have had a camp with, you know, multitude of characters, and, you know, most of them could have just been there. They don't have to have a voice actor. And sure, they choose Liz, whatever. Or they just have her with her two parents. Another thing they could have done, so okay, again, this is spoilers. So basically, it starts off really cool with like a mole chase scene. So when I watched the start, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. You know, because you know, also a lot of this felt like, I'll get into this later, but it kind of felt like they were trying to go with like the player's point of view. Like Anno is the player, which I'll explain more. But so it starts off with a mole chase scene. She dies by like one of those punch traps, whatever they're called. And she wakes up and she's like, oh, it's just, who cares? I just died again. It happens, right? And then Liz kind of explains, you know, oh, we've all been there, whatever. You know, I'm super tough, but yeah, I've died before, but you're gonna go out there and you're gonna win. And then they basically show like a death compilation, which I thought this was cool. They did show like her getting an idol, her dying by like a piranha, a skeleton, bats, showed a turkey, and then Olmec and stuff like that. So it did, and had like an axolotl thing, which I'll put up as well. So yeah, it did have some pretty cool stuff. I was like, whoa, that happened fast. Like, I don't even have time to like process. It would just happen so fast because it was 5 minutes, 4 seconds. So there's not really that much else to talk about. But the way it ended was, she was talking with Liz and she was like, you know what? This may be the run where you do it. Which that obviously is the, you know, the way that players feel, right? When you play Spelunky, you're like, okay, this is the run where I'm going to finally win. And it either happens or it doesn't, right? So I figured, okay, this is going to be the scene where they're going to show her win, they're going to show her beating Olmec, and they're going to show Guy and Tina, like, hugging her or something, like, wow, you did it, daughter, right? No. It literally just ends with her, like, running into the mines. And it just ends there, right? So there's no payoff. And I'm assuming that, I saw it got renewed for season 2. I'm assuming that that's just going to be like different, you know, episodes, or sorry, different games. So I'm just like, I'm just left kind of confused. Like, did you guys just like not know what to do? Or like, I don't know. The only thing that I could rationalize is that they were trying to go with like a combination of Anna Spelunky and like the player's point of view. Like the adventure is now up to you. Like they're telling the player like, okay, now you go and you see if this run is the run or something. Like they try to make it really relatable to like Spelunky fans in that way. And maybe if you don't watch Spelunky, you won't care, or play Spelunky, sorry, you won't care as much because you don't know how like that game ends, but you probably figure like, wait, why don't they show her like winning? All they did was show her dying, which, I mean, yeah, Spelunky is mostly just dying, but like, I don't know. I just thought it just didn't pay off at all. So I guess there's not really that much else to say because it was 5 minutes and 4 seconds. But yeah, it's you know, there wasn't super high expectations. It's really cool that this even happened, but I honestly didn't think it was great. Sorry, like, I don't know. I got to be honest, you know. And I didn't like it. Obviously, paid to say this, so honesty's a good thing. And thought it could have been better, could have been worse, I guess. But overall, just TLDR. It was kind of a short episode. The character choice was kind of strange, and content-wise, it felt like they could have done a better job. But it was cool that we even got this. So tell me your thoughts on this episode if you've seen it. Was it good? Was it bad? Will you buy Amazon Prime because of this? Probably not, but yeah. Other than that, that's all I got to say. So yeah, thanks for watching.